station everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Yo, what up, everyone? I gotta make sure I unmuted us because we were on mute and I was ready to go blah 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 blah, and then nothing comes out. You know what I mean? I've done that before. Really. What is up, Mr. Primetime Tom in the house? What's going on, man?
Just trying to survive the heat, man.
Oh my God, it's here. I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. All right, people, winter. You complain about the snow. I'm like, I don't want to jinx it, but we didn't have a whole lot of snow this year. I mean, we didn't. I know other people, other states did, but it wasn't that bad of a winter here in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, the heat stays for the whole summer. Just go away and melt away. It's saying we melt away. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, you know what I mean? Oh, man, how you holding on, man? It's been a while since we do the show. There was like different reasons. Like I canceled, not canceled, but we postponed it a couple of times for multiple reasons. Some personal reasons. It's you know, and but we're back. We're back again. Woo-hoo. Back again. Woo hoo 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 for Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
And
I tell you what,
he's just like flies.
Oh, we got a couple of friends up in the house. I'm gonna notice them. I'm all over the place, guys. I haven't done a show in a while. It's like I have no rhythm. The rhythm of the night. It's not here. Oh yeah. Good morning, my man Manny Nerdtastic Station. Thanks for joining us. And my man Eric the Stash is joining us. He probably didn't read these books, so he's like, I'll see what you guys have to say, because everybody don't like Spider-Man right now. But you know, we try. We still read them. We still able to enjoy some of it. You know what I mean? Like this, not it wasn't news. It's not one of my favorite events. Up to this point, all the issues we covered, we pretty much enjoy all of them. So except for maybe one that, you know, the one Wolverine, and it wasn't the greatest, but you know, you know me, Herm. Yeah, man, why read it? Just talk to us. You know, just listen to us. You know what I'm saying? But like we were saying, like we enjoy. It was just pretty good series up to the first 12 issues of the Zeb Well run. You know, JR. Again, some people like his art, some people don't. It's in what like the once great JT would say is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? But us Spider-Man fans, we always find a way to read our books. I'm already taking a sip, man. I'm already tired. It's so hot up in here.
And rest in peace, JR Senior.
Yes. I wish I had something for him, but yeah, real quick, we'll talk. We got Sal in the house. Station, man. Thanks for joining us, Sal.
Station Sal?
JR Senior, man. I guess we could talk to him real quick. This is a Spider-Man show, so
yeah.
I wasn't ready for this. I would have pulled out the omnibus and everything. Maybe I'll pull it out on my collected edition show to honor our JR Senior, man. He was everybody knew who he was. He was still very famous. But we're talking about the greatest. A lot of people don't say JR Senior. You know what I mean? But he was really good, man. He had a lot of influences. I mean, he did some Daredevil in the beginning. You know what I mean? People didn't know that before Spider-Man. He did Daredevil. And then, you know, Stan Lee needed some help because Thicko said, see ya. You know what I mean? So, so my man, JR Senior took over. You know, he like, I think Kirby was like that too. Like, he came over like a romantic type. Wrote romantic books or graphic novels or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's why he took over. He took over the series. We saw the series go from really serious Peter Parker high school years to fun college years, still going through a lot of troubles and stuff like that. But you saw the romances, you saw the first finally Mary Jane without a plant in her face, you know what I'm saying? Because our man Ditko, supposedly there was a rumor he wanted to draw her ugly or something like or regular looking. And Stanley didn't want that. So my man JR Sr. made her beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Not that that's the most important thing, but
Firecracker Mary Jane. Woo!
Ooh, yeah. So I just love it because it gave you a nice flavor of Spider-Man. The read started being because let's admit Ditko, there was Stan Lee had to explain a lot when he was doing it with Disco Fever. Ditko, you know what I mean? Because Ditko was more serious and all that, and they would not collaborate towards the middle end of that run. But Stan and Ramita did, you know what I mean? And that's a fun read. Anybody who doesn't want to read from the beginning, if you just want to read from Ramita Sr., that's a great way to read too. You know what I'm saying? Like from Omnibus number 2, Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus number 2 on. You know what I mean? Like issue, if I remember, man, I used to know 39. There you go. Issue 39, they review who the Green Goblin was and all that. Spoiler, Norman Osborn, but but he did more than that. He was excellent, man. Throughout the years, drawing something like that. Of course, his son did his own thing and stuff like that. Kind of like wanted do it, branch out to his own, but always loved his father and he did a good little tribute towards him and all that. And it was pretty good. You had anything to say about Mr. Senior? Mr. Tom?
Well, for me, Ramita was how I kind of, the way he defined Spider-Man, the way Spider-Man looked, kind of became, that was Spider-Man for me. And not, I mean, no putting down Ditko, because Ditko was awesome too. But for me, Ramita's kind of like the GOAT, I guess, the Michael Jordan of Spider-Man artists. But I mean, I know he's done, he did other stuff too with Daredevil, and
he has a history. He's done a lot of stuff. Like I know a lot of stuff that he did, and right now it's like my memory is eluding me. It always happens when I'm on a live show, and like when I'm off the air, I'm like, oh, this, that, he did this, and then when I'm on a show, I'm like, he didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's one of the definitive covers, Spider-Man No More.
Spider-Man No More. Yeah, that's one of the most iconic covers.
Oh, and
you know
there's
what I'm saying?
Mary Jane. Yep.
Oh, face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I meant to save this for show and tell, but
you can show it again.
Yeah.
I'm sure people won't mind.
Marvel Visionaries. It's like a collected stuff of Ramita works and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I was lucky enough to get seniors. Woo!
Nice. Got the autograph in it. Man. Talk about blame Phable. How about blame Tom? You know, because now I gotta pick that up, man. Come on, what are you doing to me, man? Oh man, how's everyone doing? Of course, we just talked about the Blame Phable show. He'll have a show tomorrow at 3 p.m. on the Instagram. He's going live with a couple of awesome ladies, you know what I'm saying, Binja, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So Sheena's up in the house too. She's gonna be in there too. So I can't wait. They have their own show going on. So they're gonna talk about all that tomorrow at 3 on the Insta, 3 p.m. Eastern. Check that out on the Insta, man. One of the awesomest shows you can watch on the Instagram on any show. You know what I'm saying? You know, hopefully people nominated it for the award show and everything. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Woohoo! But yeah, of course, he's the music, the Phable. It's just he's the music to this show. As you heard the music earlier, ComicManAndy, that little clip, he actually sent that to me because we all got a kick out of it when my man ComicManAndy goes, "Oh, video," you know what I'm saying? Because of course, you know, I haven't been on one of his shows in a while because my job has been so busy, especially the busiest time of the year for my job. At my job now, so I got out of here. I got out of work late and I got home late, so I had to eat. You guys know the deal. So that's when we started an hour later, because usually the Dylan's Howard show will be going on right now. So if you guys want to go over there and check it out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, stay over here and then check out the rewind over there. That's cool too, you know what I'm saying? But our guys are over there. I'm not sure the movie they're doing. And I know Robbie's probably back and stuff like that. And probably Phable and Steph Originals there. So check them out, man. You know what I'm saying? The links are down below for all. You just had them here too, on here. My man Manny, you know what I'm saying? Always putting out awesome videos, always of all the new books that come out that he gets to read. Those reviews are awesome, man. He puts some comedy in there. He just did one video in the rain, and he just kept going. The drops are hitting him. He's all that. You know, he's like, no, it wasn't like that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating a little bit. But man, that was just a great. Jaws tonight. Holy crap, one of my favorite movies as a kid. They're doing Jaws tonight. That's amazing. I'm not sure if they were able to ever make a new Jaws movie, because they have all these exaggerated versions of shark movies now. You know what I mean? But if they just focus on a good storytelling type Jaws movie, I would dig that for sure. You know what I mean? My man Steph in the house, another one from, I just said, you know, it's the Dylan show, horror show. I don't know if it's a starter, maybe they start late and stuff like that. But my man Missing Link is everywhere. He's not missing anymore, man. You gotta put the "I'm not missing anymore" on there, you know what I mean? My man's everywhere and stuff like that. Thanks for stopping by. I know you probably got a show to do, or you're waiting to do the show. My man Dylan's always late. But I'm late today, so like it happens. But yeah, thanks for coming by, anybody. Of course, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that bell for notifications for future videos, so you can see stuff like this. I think we finished the John Romita talk. You know what I mean? Sometimes we go on a tangent, we keep going, but rest in peace, John Romita. Again, we just talked about him. My man over there is gonna show again on his show and tell that awesome book from Romita, which now I have to blame you because I'm probably gonna pick it up now. But if it's still around, you know what I mean? People probably you know, went crazy over that book now because we lost our guy. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Sheeta. We just talked about you. I can't wait tomorrow. Can't wait. The Blame Phable show. Let's go. Can't wait. You and Inja. Let's go. Love you, girls. I hope you have a wonderful show. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait. 3 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. Check it out. Skipping out on Dylan's Horror Show tonight. Jaws, huh? Oh, glad you're here then. Or you could go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do when I have multiple people from our crew that does shows. I'll put one here in a laptop, I'll put one on the TV and all that, and I try to listen to everybody. It's called multitasking. My man, brother Joe, it's in the house. What is up? Station everyone, yes. Of course, my intros are always mad long before we actually get to the content. Eric probably came in, but like, he's doing his long intros. I'll be back. You know what I mean? But today we're here to talk about one of the greatest series of them all, the most anticipated series of them all. What is it? Dark Web. Oh man, let me get a little sarcasm, maybe. Come on, man, Herm, stop being sarcastic, man. But yeah, we're gonna do the Dark Web issues, Amazing Spider-Man, because you have the Dark Web main, which is in the Amazing Spider-Man, of course, Dark Web, and then Dark Web finale or whatever the hell they call that. We're gonna do that. And we're just going to do the main issues of Spider-Man. We're not going to do, I think Gold Goblin had one. X-Men had one. You know,
Mhm.
Dark Web X-Men, Dark Web Miss Marvel, which I actually enjoyed the Miss Marvel. I enjoyed the Miss Marvel one. The X-Men one wasn't bad neither. Madeline Pryor and all them, and the last issue with her and Jean Grey and all that, and they had a come to Jesus moment kind of thing right there. I don't know if you did you read the side issues of Dark Web? Tom?
Um, no, I kind of skipped on those, but
That's all
now
right. You can skip. You don't have to read them, but if they were pretty good, I actually enjoyed it. I was actually enjoying them a little more than the middle of the series. You know what I'm saying? Like these
uh,
issues we're covering today, I actually was enjoying it, not greatly, but it was doable. And then it just got really wacky after that. You know what I mean? And you guys will know what, as we explain here. We got 4 issues tonight. Then 3 more. There's 7 total issues. So we got 4 tonight of the main issues, and then 3 in a couple of weeks on a Saturday. We're gonna come back. I think it's the 15th or something like that. We're gonna come back and finish this series off so we can get, start cracking and get caught up. And then before I get that, I don't have the actual thumbnail for this month's Amazing Collected show, but I got the old thumbnail, so I'm just gonna put it up. The Amazing Collected Edition show will be in effect today, not today, but this month, the 18th of July, because we're already in July. Can you believe that, Tom? We're already in July, man. What the hell is going on?
man,
Already, uh, aggressively is in the house. Station, bro. What's going on?
Jason.
Station. So, guys, I guess we could go on with. I just want to keep talking to everybody and stuff like that. And I forgot we got a show to cover here, man. What's going? We got issues to do. What the hell am I doing? Here we go. So we're covering the Amazing Spider-Man, the spinning. What is that? Spinning the dark web. Spinning the dark web. There you go. It's like a tie-in, but it's not really a tie-in. It's the Amazing Spider-Man number 14. Legacy. What's a Legacy? Legacy. I don't know how to speak anymore. Legacy edition, which I don't even know. It's a little too small on there. What's the Legacy edition of this one? Do you see it on the?
So it would be issue 908.
908. Oh, there you go. There you go, guys. We're getting to 1,000. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Zeb Wells be doing it? I don't know. But this is the issue we're covering right now. Without further ado, Tom, start us off. What happened in The Amazing Spider-Man number 14?
All right. So that's the cover, as you know. This was an interesting one because it was broken into like little sections, like basically starts during the spring, goes summer, fall, winter. And then for each little section, there's like a different type of artwork. Like for spring, which is the first one in this issue, the artist is Michael Dowling. Summer goes into Kyle Hotz, I think it is. Terry Dodson in the fall, and then Ryan, and then Stegman, a very familiar name, is in the winter. So I did like some of the artwork in this one, but wasn't too.
So you got spring, which is Michael Dowling.
Yeah, and it basically starts out with a little Scarlet Boy, little Ben Reilly, basically looking through a warehouse. His girlfriend Janine comes in, says, "Hey, what are you ravaging through?" And he's like, "Well, he's having like a moment." He gets all angry. He's like, they got some cool technology, and I want to find some good technology to use because I want to kick Peter Parker's ass because Peter Parker ruined my life. He took my memory, wasted me away. And she's like, "Oh my goodness." She's like, last panel there, she's like, "Dude, give it up. Just give it up, Ben." She's like, "Focus on me,
Yeah, Ben, stop being a little bitch. Excuse my language, people.
So Janine, all depressed, goes to hang out in a diner, and runs into the owner. I think his name is Jerry, and they have a conversation. And he's like, "I know who you are." He's like, I heard you did some time." And she's like, "Oh crap!" Like, at least I didn't kill my father. So she freaks out, and action kind of picks up from there. And lo and behold, she goes crazy with the fork and stabs Mr. Jerry. And runs the hell out of there.
Run, Forrest!
Run. And then she runs back to Big Papa there. Big Papa Ben. They have a moment in the warehouse. He's like, okay, let's kick this into high gear. Puts on his, I don't know what you think about the costume, but he looks more like Termite Man to me than Spider. And then things literally.
Summertime.
Woo! Summertime. Summertime. And Mr. Bill Collector shows up, kind of roughs up Ben Riley, says, dude, I know who the heck you are, Mr. Peter Parker. He's like, do I look like Peter Parker to you? I got blonde hair. Well, I just added that bit, but.
Summer. Kyle Holtz did the summer one. All right.
He's like, brings up Aunt May, and Ben Riley's like, dude, I don't have an aunt anymore. And he's like, well, you better be sure to pay up. And he's like, I'll be sure to tell Peter that, he still owes you money.
By the way, he's the guy who's been annoying to Peter, always looking to collect some kind of debt and stuff like that, which everybody couldn't stand that dude. So keep going. We'll see what happens.
So things kind of get a little interesting and gross. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend, and the artwork kind of looks like Red Sonja type. Like, I don't know. She's got like a piece of skin, and like she's doing some like weird like lab experiment, and he's like, oh, let's give this a test. And so he ends up in limbo with the Goblin Queen, Madeline herself. And there's all kind of little demon dudes, and they're all saying like weird things like, oh, he's not a real boy, like Pinocchio.
You're not a real boy.
Not a real boy.
Not a real boy. So
Ben enters the limbo, and they're saying like, and Ben's like, oh, kind of like these demons. They're my kind of people. And he says, you mind if I, take some refuge under this tree here? And the demon's like, oh, are him and Mama gonna start making out, like smooching? They're like, oh, they found each other like Adam and Eve.
You know what? The way that Holtz did this drawing, it's was this still Holtz? Is this still Summer?
Yes.
Yeah. It looks like a horror. It's like a horror book right there, man. It's like nasty, yo. Like, oh, look at that. He's biting on something right there. Like, what the heck is going on? I don't know if you showed that yet, but
yeah, there's some pretty like
that's what I was looking at.
Gonna chew on a skull apple or something, and some of the demons too are like, I don't know if you can see any of that. There's like a demon pig, and
yeah,
there's like lightning and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty dark looking.
Funky drawing. I like it though.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite artwork in this whole issue. So she's like, Madeline's like, well, what brings you here? And he's like, well, you can call me Chasm. He says, I've been pretty lost ever since I kind of felt limbo pulling me in. She's like, oh, I think you and I kind of, can connect, be feeling lost and stuff and feeling wrong.
Yeah, we're both clones. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We both got rejected by originals. We both got did wrong.
Right after that, we have a little dinner with Goblin Queen. It kicks into fall.
The fall. So you get all the seasons in this issue.
Yeah. So they're all sitting at the table, Ben and his girlfriend, and Goblin
By
Queen.
the way, Terry Dobson takes over. So that's Terry Dobson art right there.
That's right.
Keep going. Didn't mean to interrupt.
So Ben is trying to make a deal with Goblin Queen. He wants to ask her if she can give him an army so that he can kind of, march into New York and take on Peter Parker and the X-Men. And of course, he probably doesn't realize that the X-Men are working with Goblin Queen. So at the same time, his girlfriend, man, I keep forgetting her name.
Janine?
Yeah, Janine, yeah. So she's all talking, to Goblin Queen. She's like, I'm all depressed, and Ben's been talking about going to war, and dang him, I feel so naked and exposed. And she's like, I want to be somebody. And so Goblin Queen is like, like saying, well, I can make you somebody. And she like thrusts some kind of like bone fragment into her.
Put some weird
Yeah.
voodoo stuff on her.
Yeah, voodoo stuff.
Voodoo witchy stuff.
And she says some weird stuff and like puts a witchy Frankenstein mask on her. I'm like, ooh, you can be whoever you want to be. Who you want to be?
Be what I want to be.
And become.
And who she becomes?
Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve.
I saw that. I was specking that and
specking, bro.
And I thought about picking that Hallows Eve. Yeah, I wasn't sure about it. I was like, I don't know.
Then we're going to Winter. Our guy.
Winter.
Our guy, Ryan Stegman time.
Yeah. And the artwork here, I kind of like the artwork here too,
Oh yeah, it's Stegman's freaking beast, man.
And
he shows some horror. He showed his Venom days on here.
And
which this is pretty interesting part of the issue right here.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's favorite part. He gets rid of the guy everybody hates.
Yeah, Bill Collector comes back. He says, you're a real fake, Peter Parker. You're a real fake. He's like, excuse me? My name is Ben. You call me fake? And then Ben goes all Hulk, like, getting enraged on him. It's like, how dare you call me fake Peter Parker?
Yeah, he gets enraged. What? Don't call me Peter.
But he, goes all Hulk on him. Bam, pow.
I thought he killed him, but he didn't. Yeah. It was close.
Yeah. Throws him down in the snow and gives him a beat down. And so he takes him to Limbo before Goblin Queen. And she makes him eat some kind of fruit.
Madeline Pryor.
She says, go ahead and eat this fruit. She says, once
back
you
in the Adam Eve days.
I can everything about you into your very soul. So the dude eats the fruit, gets all high on the apple.
Yeah, start hearing thump, 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 thump. Oh no, that's something else. Sorry.
He says, your soul is free. She goes, oh, Ben, that
your soul is free.
Evil man.
You weak, pathetic fool. Your soul is mine. Oh, wait. No, that's something else, too. Oh.
So she tells Ben, she says, now I have the opportunity to bite into the fruit that was handed to me. To test it if I was given Limbo to rule or to simply hide away and not bother the ones who matter. She says... So she puts forward, she says, you will have your army, Ben, by decree of the Queen of Limbo. Those who question my authority may take it up with me. And he says, and I will not rest until my prey have tasted of that same fruit.
Boo-ah!
And they kind of have these cool, like
Yeah, it was pretty cool drawings. You see Madeline Jean Grey, and then you see on the other side Peter Parker as Spider-Man.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And he says, Peter Parker's soul belongs to me.
I will get his soul. Oh man, I'm gonna lose my voice before I even start reviewing my issues. But oh, we lost him. Oh
Oh, nope, I'm back.
no. I'm back. That's why they call me Slim. No, man, wrong. Focus, Herm. Yeah, before we get to the next issue, yeah, man, this issue, like, what you think about it? Since you just reviewed it.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah. It wasn't like groundbreaking or nothing like that, but it was like setting up, what's going on and all that. At this point, we didn't know everything about yet. I know, like, the anticipated chasm, after the end of Beyond and all that. And, a lot of people hated it and all that for whatever reason. They didn't like the fact that they made Ben Riley a evildoer. You know what I mean? And the one thing I can always accept about what happened to Ben Riley and why the way he is they did take away the most important memory, and people hate. They don't even mention it anymore when they review the Spider-Mans. I listen to other review shows and stuff like that. They rarely mention the memory of Uncle Ben's with great power must also come great responsibility, which I will always repeat because that's very important. Like in Spider-Man's, Peter Parker's life. And that very memory was taken away. And I think like that's probably one of the biggest reasons why he can't Beyond took that away, took a lot of his good memories and left the bad ones. And no matter how he tries, and people like Peter would never do that. Well, he wouldn't, but a lot of his good memories was taken away, only really bad ones. So the anger and all that stays. And that's why Ben Riley feels the way he feels. And Peter Parker can't do what's the cop at Herm? I want to hear the siren. Yeah, so that's pretty much the biggest reason why he's doing what he's doing. And I like if you able to take out Chasm and the corny suit. The book was very, very well written. I can't talk tonight. Like I'm losing my voice. And I like this issue. I did. If you have to give it a grade of the 5 backlogs, what would you give this one?
I'd say maybe a 3.5.
Okay. I'm leaning towards a 3. 3.5 is really good. I think a 3 is still good considering start of the show. You know what I mean? The start of the series and stuff like that. I thought 3.5 is still good. And you know what? I'm gonna give it a 3.5 too. You know why? Because this actually was a decent start. It really was. Like you saw the 4 artists in there. You got my man Ryan Stegman back in there, do some Spider-Man. So I give it another 0.5 because of that. So I'll give it 3.5. It really was pretty decent issue to read. Like I said, the reason why I gave this one a 3.5 because there's someone in the future that might not get this good grade. You know what I mean? Might not. Let's see while we do the reread. So we're gonna keep on keeping on to the next issue, which is after this issue, which was like a prelude. The series officially starts with Dark Web. Numero uno. I like the way they put the numero uno in there, even though there's not a lot of issues of Dark Web. You know what I mean? So I have to put the 1 on there. It's the first issue. You know what I mean? Like it's technically not a one shot because it's a continuation, but it's a one shot of that series right there, of that one. Even though there's another one coming, which is like the ending. But keep on keeping on. But as I pull up this issue, another banger. You know what I mean? A banger. This of course Zeb Wells continues writing this one, and Adam Kubert is the artist to this one, so it's a little bit different. But I'm gonna keep on keeping on. We'll talk about the art and all that. We'll talk about the art now. What you think about the art of this issue? Were you able to reread this one?
Oh, the Dark Web.
Yeah, the Dark Web. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's pretty good. Decent. But here it says somewhere. You know what I mean? And you know, Ben Riley and Madeline and Janine, you know, it's Christmas time, they're walking down, and you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm coolville, you know what I'm saying? Let's go around, you know, romantic and stuff, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they're walking, and out of nowhere, Ben Riley? And he's like, Peter? MJ? Hi, Ben. So they, you know, they're saying hi to each other and all that. And then, like, out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Yo, man, they start messing with him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, hate to do this on Christmas, but I need my stuff back. You know what I mean? I know you died and stuff, but you back, so I need my stuff back. And he's like, and Ben Riley's like, what stuff? And then MJ, and then they start laughing at them. You know, I'm gonna show it real quick. I don't have the comic on me. I guess I gotta Biggie size me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. You got the comic on you. There you go. So that you show it. You're like, making fun of him and stuff.
It's the trade paperback, so like all the issues together, kind of.
Yeah, that was very smart because I still can't find. Actually, I found my issues from the last show, but I can't find the issue for this one. It's like it's weird. It keeps happening, but keep on keeping on. And then he grabs his hair. So you can't have that. You. So he took his mouth. He's like, you can't have nothing of mine, even though you came back to life. Obviously, this is a nightmare. You know what I mean? This is how Ben Riley feels. You know, and then MJ gives Janine a hug, like, yeah, you know, it's because Janine's trying, I'll kill you for doing this to him, and she's like, don't worry, cool, real daddy, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. And then Peter Parker's like, you're a nothing person. Ha 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 ha.
Nothing person.
Yeah.
And he like name too. It's in
a nowhere place. Ha 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 ha. So I guess Ben just has his imagination that's how Peter really is, even though he's not. You know what I mean? It's just he is convinced that's just how he is. That's why he does what he does. So keep on keeping on. He like snaps out of it a little bit, and this is when Madeline Pryor comes out of one Goblin Queen. Oh, it's hard for me to call her. You know, Miss Pryor. You know what I mean? Madeline Pryor. And she comes out of nowhere. You know, and say you're emotional. You're in pain. Regret. You know. I can help you with that. You know what I mean? You know, we got the Sith of Sorrows, a symbol. You know what I mean? A command that the demons of limbo. You know what I mean? So she's trying to convince them, you know, we're gonna use the power of the people. Her recruits will come from limbo. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what she's saying. If I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So she's like, if pain, and she's like, use this pain for you know, energy and strength. And he's like, if pain is energy, then I'm full of it. You know what I mean? She's like, good. So she's trying to convince him, yeah, keep feeling the way you feel. You know what I mean? And feeding Chasm, which nice drawing there with her up like that, and Chasm in the floor like a puppet. If you want to show that, everything was stolen from us. Let's get it back. Dun, dun, dun. And obviously, Madeline Pryor is talking about Jean Grey. You know what I mean? Like she had it all. She had Scott Summers and all that. She had everything going for her. That I think she dated her brother or stuff like that. But that's getting out of the thing. But all that was taken away. Jean Grey came back. She wasn't the real Jean Grey. It was a whole thing happening at that time. I'm probably not even explaining it right. But keep on keeping on. That's what the dark web starts. You know what I mean? Um, then we at the coffee bean. There's a like little celebration. The late Harry Osborn's birthday party. He's not with us anymore, but let's have a birthday party for him, man, in his memory. So they're at the coffee bean where they all like hanging out. And what was that, Flash Thompson, who died but came back, you know what I mean? And they're all talking and stuff like that. And then what, Charlie is in the house here too. And they're all talking about Mary Jane and yeah, I left the house. I left the kids with Paul, that poor guy again. You know what I mean? I still think there's something funny about that poor guy. But that's that story for another day. And she's like, yeah, I left them with the kids. And they're like, kids, what the hell? You know what I mean? So, which we're all like, what the hell? You know what I mean? At this point. So they keep on keeping on. And that's where she goes up to Peter Parker and she goes, hey, and he's like, MJ. And he's like, I thought we couldn't meet. You know what I mean? I thought, because she got the call. She called there once and like, we can't do this. You know what I mean? We can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But now it's okay because it's Harry Osborn's party and stuff like that. Memory. So they got to lighten up a little bit. He gets to buy her their favorite coffee they like to drink together. And then there you go. Get me a coffee. And then he goes to pay for it. And the guy goes, oh, it's already been taken care of. He points. And in the window, it's the Norman Osborn with the sorrow face. Because, he's still feeling sorry about losing Harry. Stuff like that. So, let me pick size.
See if I can get that.
Yeah. See? It's like, wah. So Peter sees him. He goes out, stops him, and all that, and he asks him, they pretty much talking, and he's like, you could come in and stuff. He's like, nah, I don't want to intrude or stuff like that. He knows like he's not liked by a lot of these people. He did a lot of stuff in the past, and no matter what he does, he's never gonna be accepted like that. They don't know about the sin eater eating his sins and stuff like that back in the Spencer days. But Spencer, don't say that name. Why you say that name? Yeah, and then he's just telling them, yo, I miss Harry, man. And they were like, yeah, even though he was a clone, I still miss him. He was still my son. You know what I mean? He was a clone and all that, but he was a copy of my son, and for him it worked. You know what I mean? He was actually starting to get his opportunity to be as good as a father as he could be, because he was never a great father. You know what I mean? He did care for his son, but in a weird way. You know what I mean? But, he misses him and stuff like that. And then they talked about he talked about, oh yeah, Ben Reilly and all that, and how he died and came back as a clone. And they reference the Spider-Man number 75, issue number 75, which shows Peter Reilly looked like he's dying in front, iconic cover. But yeah, he's like, even though he was a clone, even though they were clones, we still loved them. You know what I mean? So he says Harry was still, I still miss him. I wish he was still here. And that's pretty much the talk. He walks away and stuff like that. And we go back to the Goblin Queen and Chasm. I don't like surprises, Maddie. And she's always doing some stuff to like
yeah,
to like she tells him the plan, but not the whole plan. You know what I mean? Like she always has something up her sleeve, and he's just like, "Come on, just tell me everything already, man. What, yo?" And then finally, then when they get closer to what the surprise is dun dun dun. A guy says, "You say you helped me find my son," and the Great Venom is in this issue. Supposedly it's Eddie Brock, which if you really at the time reading the Venom was kind of confusing how he's here, and then it's comics, you know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. But and he's like, "You got to help me find my son." And Maddie, you promised me. Let's get my son. And she's like, "Hold on, you will get your way, but first we gotta do stuff my way, kind of way, in a nice way." You know what I mean? And keep on keeping on. So that marinates over there. Keep on keeping on back to outside of Christmas, and of course this is dark web. This is the main issue. So they're gonna show others, and there were other tie-ins like the X-Men and Miss Marvel. So they start showing that. So everybody's talking about Christmas. Christmas in New York is great. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? And someone says they're freezing, and I was confused. He's like, "Look, Bobby, I'm not going to pretend my powers don't keep me warm. Just fit in." You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. Like Iceman said he's freezing. He's Iceman. But yeah, so that's pretty much they have the conversation, and then and then let me just pop you up right there when you start showing that. And then I don't know, like the toys in the window, they start like getting mad and stuff. Like Christmas is freaking weird. What's going on? And then like, some of them are stationing right there. Like station, you know what I mean? I don't know if you see it right there, but one of the stationing right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the what do you call them? Santa's helpers. Oh, they're like, what was that? What happened?
It's some of the backlog elves.
Backlog elves. Oh man. And in the next page it shows Madeline Pryor with her piano, and she's doing like Texas Timbranium, blah, you know what I mean? So she's putting on this kind of spell in limbo, you know what I mean? And things start going crazy, and she's like, "Do you like my song?" And Hallows Eve's like, "Sounds great, Maddie." Their spirits are primed. What do you say? I play on. Definitely. And Chasm's like, "Play on." They're like, "Ha ha 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 ha." You know what I mean? So Peter Parker says goodnight to everybody, and all of a sudden his spider senses go bananas. Ah, my spider senses. Because you hear that bang bang. The X-Men is like dum, 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 dum. So they're ready to, party on, dudes. You know what I mean? But it's probably not like Wayne's World or nothing, but everything starts going crazy. People in the park, the carriages turns into teeth and start looking like it's ready to eat people.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolf, how big your teeth you are. You have. Better to eat you. Then Peter starts looking around. You got the fire hydrant just spraying water on everybody and stuff like that. And then Peter starts suiting up like he's Superman, like dun, 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 dun,
there's like a random person that says, quit trying to look at my skirt, you pervert.
I forgot about that. Oh, good one. So I guess Peter Parker starts taking his suit like he's Superman. You know what I mean? Puts the suit on. I don't know why I have to sound like Batman now, but okay. And he looks over Rockefeller Center, and he got a big bulldozer blasting people, and you got the Christmas tree there and stuff like that. Oh man. And keep on keeping on, and you see so this is pretty much a big battle. You see Iceman icing up the little elves that are attacking. Um you see Jean and Cyclops attacking stuff, and everybody's just like, what is going on? And if I'm not mistaken, that's Magic talking about Maddie. You know what I mean? Like, oh Lord, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And they certainly know I'm in my own boss now. So Madeline Part, the Goblin Queen, is feeling herself right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna make everybody life a living hell. Booah! You know what I mean? like that, like a punishment, like they always did. So there's pretty much, and you see a little vortex, heading into limbo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A big vortex. Um, and keep on keeping on. Meanwhile, at Oscorp, Osborn is talking on the phone out of nowhere. It's, hi Norman, remember me? And he's like, yo, you sound like Peter, bruh. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, but that's not me. I'm not Peter. I'm not that jerk. You know what I mean? He doesn't say it like that, but you know. And he's like, yeah, remember all the bad things you did? I'm gonna take you out now. You know what I mean? And he's like, everything I did was from the past, but my sins are gone. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't care. I'm taking you out. And he's like, oh, all right. Not before this. And as he tries to call in his goblin costume, the gold goblin costume, he gets
Mm-hmm.
knocked from the back and into the wall. Then he pressed the button real quick, blah, Tony Stark style, and then boom, the suit comes on. He's like, now we're even. Now let's fight.
Back in gold. Do-do-do-do.
You know what I'm saying? And the glider he used blows up because Chasm loses a device and messes up his glider.
Yeah.
So that thing goes kablooey. You know what I mean? And so Osborn is defeated on the floor. And while that's happening, Madeline Pryor is still doing her thing. You know what I mean? The Goblin Queen. And then Venom, again, he's like, yo, my son, you promised me. And he's like, before you know it, he was here, but we will kill him, finally. He's talking about Spider-Man, because she's like, you get your son as long as, you know, we kill Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So towards the end of the last splash page, is that we're going to eat Spider-Man's brain. And it shows a big picture of Venom, you know what I mean? To be continued. Right there. I am Venom. I am going to eat your brains. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So
me.
yeah, so Venom is back as being the old school Venom. You know, a lot of history has happened with Venom, so it's like if you read all the history, you're like, huh? But if you put that aside, like I always say, like some of these stories you have to, and now you will never enjoy it. I kind of this issue was actually kind of fun too. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's setting up the whole event, the whole revenge factor. You know what I mean? Last issue we have Hallows Eve, so now we have what's her name? Janine has powers when she puts the mask and all that. At first, I was like, really? But I actually enjoy her single series. I've been enjoying it. Have you been reading her single series?
Yeah.
I've
been wanting to jump into that. Aren't they like on issue 4 or 5 now or something?
Yeah. I think it's 4 or 5. It actually has been pretty fun. You know what I mean? I actually been enjoying it. Believe it or not. Weird. But yeah, man. But this issue was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, it don't start getting really, really weird to the middle of it, and then we start like, oh boy, you know what I mean? But for the most part, except for a few little things, it was pretty fun. So if I had to grade this issue for fun factor and all that, the return of Venom, you know what I mean? The old eating brains Venom, old school Eddie Brock kind of thing. I give it a 3.5 again. This one was a pretty good issue. Like I said, these were better to me than the later issues. even though I probably go reread those, I don't know if I'm gonna like them, but I thought it was pretty good. What do you think about this one, Tom?
I liked it. I liked the the interaction. I liked the fight between, well, even though he got his butt whooped to him, between Norman and Chasm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You knew eventually that was gonna be a showdown, stuff like that. Um, he took him out pretty good. You know what I mean? He took him out. He took him out. But man, that was really good, man. That was really good. So yeah, man. So the next issue will be boom, dun dun dun, Amazing Spider-Man number 15. And you see, of course, Spider-Man and Venom brawling. That's pretty much what happens in this issue. um, Old school fight between those two. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Spider-Man's got the new Oscorp type spider suit, but
And I got a really cool cover of Spidey and the 6 plus Venom.
oh, that's a variant.
Yeah.
That looks pretty hot. That looks pretty hot. Ain't gonna lie. Looks pretty hot. Yeah, man. So I guess it's your turn. Here we go.
All right. So we kind of cut back to the insanity of the the demons in the park, Central Park, and all that stuff, and this couple is walking their baby, and the cart comes to life and has fangs and teeth and stuff, and so they're saying, "Oh no, don't eat the baby."
Yeah.
Show
that one.
I don't interrupt you, but I can taste your baby. I meant to kiss your baby. And they're like, "Oh no, it's alive! And it comes along, and then the husband's like, "Ah!" There's a crazy baby cart, and
that's
then
scary right there, man.
And then out of nowhere, the guy says, "Oh, thank God, it's Venom."
We forgot to mention this is Ed McGuinness drawing this. It's pretty damn good.
I love that drawing.
Yeah, Ed McGuinness, man. Sick drawing. Venom right there. Whew.
He's like, "Who are you expecting?" He's like, "It's your lethal protector, your friendly neighborhood lethal protector."
Hell yeah, man.
Spider-Man.
Look at that smile. Man, great. I'll put that in a poster, man. I'll put it up, man. That's Ed McGuinness, man.
And he's nice. Like, Venom's like, "Well, would your precious Spider-Man do this?" He's like, "There's nothing."
The next page at the
and
bottom.
Like, let me give your precious baby a kiss from Mr. Venom. And then he goes into full Venom. He's like, "But if you do see Spidey, tell him I want to eat his brains." His brains.
Got good old school Venom right here. But I love the faces, man. Ed McGuinness kills it in this issue. I think he saved this. I don't know if it was a bad issue, but I think he did so well. Keep going.
Yeah, the artwork is amazing.
It is. It's worth getting this issue just for the artwork.
Mm-hmm. And then across town, it shows Spidey swinging over to Oscorp because when Norman and Chasm had their little fight at the last second, I think Norman sent Peter a distress signal. So he says I'm going to go and ask him about, the screams in the park, those ear-splitting screams, see if maybe what Norman has to say about it. And then it says, and Chasm standing over the fallen Norman Osborn says, "Hey, Peter, I think your bot slipped and fell. Had a little workman's comp accident." And he's like, "Ben?" what are you doing here? Is that you, Ben? And Ben Riley's like, he's like, he's like, I'm at work right now, Peter. Don't call me Ben anymore. I'm Chasm. And Peter's like, he's like, well, I knew you were alive. I could feel it in my spidey sense. And Chasm's like, Pete, I don't think you understand. I don't think you get really what's happening here. He says, I'm back, and I'm going to take back what you stole from me, all those memories. And he says, you and your whole city, the whole city in New York are going to suffer because of what you did. And Peter was like, he's like, all this was all you? He's like, yep. He says, I thought you might say that, which is why your spidey sense started tingling. It was because of what I put in motion. And then out of nowhere, friendly neighborhood Venom comes swinging in.
Yeah, because he can't sense the spider. He doesn't. The spider senses don't work with Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Going back for when Spider-Man was in the black suit.
Yeah, good old days.
He's like, Eddie.
Yeah, he's like, Eddie. And he's like, no, we are Venom.
We are Venom.
Tongue in those fangs, man. Yeah, then he shrinks down. He's like, and then the suit is like, beep, 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 beep. Symbiote alert, symbiote alert. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, let me guess. You want one thing. It rhymes with brains. It's brains, isn't it? You want to eat my brains. Peter's like, well, you know what? You're not getting my brains today. Too bad. Bow. Gives him the old sucker punch, and then it kind of goes back to the Chasm. And he's basically sitting there, like, looking at all these, like, trophies. He's kind of trying to do some, like, crazy spell. He's got, like, a necklace of what looks like, I think it's, like, venom tongues or something. Like a trophy.
Ew.
And then he's got something like this, I don't know what you call it, like a vase or, like, I don't know what you call those, I forget.
I don't know what
And then he's got kind of like spell book.
Show it on the screen what he's holding.
And, let's see, where's the venom tongues? Oh yeah, there we go.
Got the venom tongues.
Venom tongues. And then out of nowhere, Kamala Khan shows up.
Kamala Khan.
Marvel. And she says, are you the jerk who beat up my boss? Beat up Norman? He's like, well, does your good friend Peter Parker know that I'm planning a party and I need some guests? She says, what are you talking about? He says, and then he like says some spell, traps Kamala Khan. She's like, whoa, hey, what is this? And he keeps saying the spell, and he traps her in some kind of like vortex thing. And he's like, ha ha ha, there's my first guest. Who's next? And then it cuts back to Venom and Spidey fighting each other. And he's like fighting Venom, and he's like, man, used to the suit. I just need a couple seconds to recalibrate my fighting style. He's like, but Venom's made it quite clear. I'm not going to get it. And Venom's like, whoa, we're Venom. It's like, this is easier than we thought. Maybe your brain is so small, it'll just take one eat it and end you. And Peter's like, oh yeah. He's like being all like sarcastic with him in his true Peter fashion. He's like, hey man, my brain is a 4-course meal. Got it, bud? He's like, weird thing to get defensive about. Yeah, I'm flustered, okay. He says, my spider sense isn't the only trick in my book. I also know how to run. And then it cuts over to the Daily Bugle, yeah. And Man, I'm losing my train of thought. I can't even talk either. And it has Jonah Jameson going on the rampage. He's like telling everybody Christmas is canceled. And then shows Chasm sitting at his desk with his legs propped up. Like, I hate to break it to you, Jonah, but New York's not the only thing going to hell besides your office. And then it shows Peter like he's like grabbing some stuff from like a newsstand, and then he's like, looks like everyone's taking a nap. Good, want to give them a nice surprise. And Venom's like, oh, did you run out of breath, little spider? Maybe your lungs are as sad and weak as your pathetic, flavorless brain.
Uh-oh.
And then Peter's like, I'm not going to be baited into a debate on my brain's flavor profile, you sicko. I got some other plans. Oops. So he kind of sets fire to a bunch of stuff that he stole, like this book. And Venom's like, trying to offend Peter again. He's like, your brain's a scant meal indeed if you think that puny flame will scare us. So he sits, hoping the flames will stop Venom. And then he starts like, going into pain, and Peter's like, whatever's gotten into you, Eddie, hopefully high frequency sound waves will wreak havoc with you, with your symbiote. And, that separates him from the suit. And then Goblin Queen shows up.
This is a great picture of the Goblin Queen, man.
Yeah.
Great drawing. She looks fantastic. That's McGinnis, man.
Yep. And then she's like, Peter's like, Goblin Queen, is there something I can do for you? She's like, no, shh, put your lips together. If I have the right page or not. Oh, there we go. She's like, no, but I want you to listen. Just quiet. She says, just keep your mouth shut. Forget we're here. You didn't see us. We're doing some secret work. And then next thing you know, the mailboxes come to life and grow tentacles, and they're like picking up Eddie because Eddie like fell and was, separated from the Venom suit. And the Goblin Queen's like, yeah, Mr. Eddie, Venom, take him away. Take him away, mailboxes. Get him out of here. And she's like, we got some other things to worry about. And then Chasm shows up again. Doc Ock No Way Home style. Says, hello, Peter. Says, where were we? And then they get into this big fight. That's an awesome drawing right there.
Mm-hmm. Da, 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 to be continue.
I think is that the end of the... I'm trying to remember if that's the end of the...
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's the end of the...
To be continue. Yeah. As
yeah.
Chasm at the end. Where were we? Just to be continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So boom, boom, boom. So what you think of this issue?
I liked it a lot. There's a lot going on in it.
If you had to grade it, what would you give it?
I would definitely give this one a 4.
Yeah, I was leaning towards that. Yeah. Definitely leaning towards a 4. I almost deducted points. Venom went out a little too fast, you know what I mean? Like, but they're trying to get all this in one issue and stuff like that. They got more story to tell. But like, I understand, his secrets and stuff, but he kind of went out a little too fast there. Like, but again, it's Peter Parker and all that. Like, Venom got wrecked by Cinch. Manny says, but Nerdtastic News. But yeah, but I still give it a 4 because it's a very enjoyable issue and it was a quick read. I mean, there were a lot of words and stuff, but not too. I mean, it was like in the middle, like. But it was a quick read. It was zoomed through it. It was fun. Probably the best issue. Might be the best issue of the series. Who knows? You know what I mean? That's not saying that's not good news for the next episode. But people probably went to this episode. Oh, they're gonna hate it. They're gonna trash it. Ah, they like these issues. But you guys know when we come in here, we go from up, and you gotta make us go down. You know what I mean? And I said the other way around. You know what I mean? That's just always what I say. But like I said, I like when I was reading this series, I put aside a lot of the things I don't like about it and see what I do like about it. And this issue was a lot of fun. So we both put it a 4. And like before Tom said it, that's pretty much the grade I gave it, a 4. Wasn't bad. You know, it was pretty good for a 4. That's a really good grade. So it's a lot of fun. If you love reading your book, you know what I mean. That's how we grade stuff.
That artwork, man.
Woo. The artwork is what lifted it up. Really, Ed McGuinness, fantastic. Probably one of the best drawn books in the Dark Web series. So, and I say a lot. You know, I love Ray Stepman and the last issue, the summer, and all that. Those are pretty good drawings. But Ed McGuinness, whew, good job. So now we're gonna do the last issue of the night. You know what I mean? The last issue of the night. You know what I mean? And that is Amazing Spider-Man number 16, Legacy number 910.
910.
910. Oh my God, guys. 90 more issues to 1,000.
Man.
He'll be here in no time. But yeah, that's the issue we're doing right now. Of course, I'm gonna upside, even though I'm the one talking, because he's gonna be showing the pictures while I'll go through the issue. And of course, this is the big battle people we're waiting for. The big combatants between Peter Parker and Ben Reilly. Chasm versus Spider-Man. Let's take a quick sip while I go through this issue. So it shows again Ben Reilly kind of like telling Peter Parker the story, like he had like the little thing that took away his memories and stuff like that. Yeah. And he was just kind of trying to like put it back on, see if he could get it back. And Peter Parker's like, no, oops, like you have to get your own life. You know what I'm saying? He's like, why, Peter? Why? He's like, why not? He kicks him into the goo and eats psycho radioactive goo, clone job. He's like, you sent me to hell. You know what I mean? And he's like, but let me ask you, who in hell now? Because Peter's been sucked to limbo.
That,
you know what I mean?
That artwork there too is really, really good.
McGuinness, man. Oh my God, he make me like Chasm. You know what I mean? The whole suit and stuff. Like, I couldn't stand the suit, but like watching it, the way he's drawing it at McGuinness and stuff, he putting the book up. And it's like, even if you don't like the story, man, you gotta like this. Wow, excellent drawing. Ed McGuinness, killing it. But keep on keeping on. He's like, Ben, I have to be honest. That's not how I remembered it. You know, the whole story with all that. He's like, it's absolutely how I remembered it. And he's like, did I? That part foggy. He's like, you just said your memory was destroyed. And he's like, did I? That's part foggy. I said it backwards, but you know, he's pretty much telling them, you know, that's not how it went, man. That's not how it went. But like I said, Ben Reilly believes what he believes. He's like, then Peter, believe me, we have a big problem. He's like, not we, you. Ducks out of it, and they start going. battling back and forth, pew, pew, with the web and all that. And Chasm has his little lasers, and his webbing. Then we got a little scooter going, okay. So we got talking scooters now. You know what I mean? Here in Limbo. And Peter's like, listen, I've been doing this way longer than you, homeboy. You know what I mean? You've been dead a bunch of times and stuff like that. He didn't say it like that, but he's like, I got more tricks. He's like, what does that have? What does this have to do with it? Have to do with me? Do. Okay, I kind of botched that song, but he's like, this is a nightmare.
What's love have to do with it? With me?
With me? You may have been doing it longer, but where'd you go? You know what I mean? One of your pieces of one tip me back up, and that's the scooter talking. He's like, Peter, I still got my spider sense, and lately it's been acting. So I guess Peter attacking him, even though Peter's good, he got his spider senses, and he blasts him with whatever power he has. You know what I mean? And they just keep going at it. He's like, he gets this big ass axe thing. He's like, batters up. And he's like, come on, man. He ducks it. Peter grabs it. And he's like, this is why we never made the baseball team. Because he kind of missed them. You know what I mean? Like, strike one. Strike two, strike three.
Makes me think of Optimus Prime and Megatron with the energy axe, and all that.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
He's like, what else you got? And Chad was like, plenty. And keep on keeping out uptown at the X-Men tree. You know what I mean? Where, the latest base that leads to Cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
In Central Park, if I'm not mistaken, in New York City.
Yeah.
And he's like, think of it as Christmas tree. Madeline Pryor says, the Goblin Queen. Memory lies under it. Digitized souls all wrapped up like a present, and one of them belongs to me. And Hallows Eve's like, then let's get it back. And Venom's like, ha 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 ha. Oh man. And then Madeline Pryor's like, excellent. You look the perfect Grinch. The X-Men are in no danger of enjoying their Christmas now. And it's got like Hallows Eve put the Frankenstein mask on, and now she's Frankenstein. And Venom Venom's like, great, ha ha ha. Gonna be honest, we're still lost. It's like, what? He'll make an excellent diversion, but this work requires dexterity. And you're giving me everything I need. I won't let you down, says Hallows Eve. And it's like, follow what happens with Venom and Eve and Venom 14. So, it keeps telling you to go to the, tie-ins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Peter. And he's like, we're almost done, Peter. I just have one more thing to show you. And it's a humdinger. What's a humdinger? It's like a weird-looking ball, a gold ball and all that. And
yeah,
there you go.
There's a humdinger.
And Peter's like, hey, if we're exchanging gifts, Merry Christmas. You got a new concussion. Oh man. It's hey, he drops the dinger thingy. You know what I mean? And he's like, take it easy. That thing I borrowed. So they keep on keeping on. He's like, and what are you going to do about it? You know you can't beat me, right? He's like, what gives you that idea, Peter says. You've been holding back for so long. You don't even know you're doing it. Not me. I've got all the power and none of the responsibility. There goes that thing again.
Yeah.
What I said. He's like, I don't want to hurt you, Ben. He's like, I can tell. Ben's like, I can tell exactly why you're going to lose, buddy. You know what I mean? He's like, Ben, when I'm working, you call me Chasm. There goes that again. Kind of got mad at him. And like, this thing better not be broken. Telling Peter. He's like, Shadahatalati. There she goes. You can see you're my white whale, Peter. And he's like, I'm going fishing. And this thing goes right in front of him, ting, you know what I mean? Tongue, whatever that is, with some awfully powerful bait. And it starts tingling, wee, wee, wee. And I want you to see what I've been up to. He's like, no. And it shows a picture. It shows through through that thing. It shows Robbie and Jonah stuck in limbo. So now they've been put in limbo. He's like, what did you do? Where are they? It's like limbo, of course, though I don't know how long they'll last. He's like, let them go, Ben, now. And Chad was like, how am I supposed to do that when here and there and they're there? We're here and they're there. You can't possibly want to go to limbo. He's like, is that the game you're playing with my friends? Fine, Ben, take me to limbo. He's like, you said the magic word, homeboy. You're going to limbo. And you see the little octopus thing grabs him and stuff like that. Which again, Ed McGuinness draw art. And then of course the helmet goes away. He's like, you think you're cute, Ben? I'll be back. This isn't over. Hey, no, it's not. Relax. I'll be down there soon. He's like, when you open your eyes, you'll be in your new home. But I'm going to take a few minutes to enjoy this. It's been a fantastic day. He's looking at, and of course, Ben is looking at the wreckage that Madeline Pryor is doing, and everything's going bananas here in the 616 Earth. And then Spider-Man Peter Parker ends up in a suit. He's like, and some guy goes, Parker, you're late. He's like, huh? What is this? Don't play dumb, Parker. This is your new life. So go get to work. He's like, oh boy. And it's just like a whole media room typewriter with weird alien looking dudes in limbo. There you go.
Get to work.
And then that's it. That's the end of the to be continued. So Peter Parker, Spider-Man, wakes up in limbo, and he wakes up as the photographer for that Daily Bugle. You know what I mean?
Daily Limbo.
Daily Limbo. So that's pretty much that issue, man. So like, this issue was a lot of fun. Like I forgot how much fun I was having in these issues. That's why I was like, well, after this, it starts going haywire and stuff like that. But the drawing in this book made it a lot of fun. If I had to rate it, it might be a little lower than the last book, because I really thought the last book was a joy, but Ed McGuinness again, you know what I mean? So this one, I average it in between 3.5 and 4. So of course it'll be a 3.69, dude. That's what I'm gonna give it. But no, for real. But if I'm not gonna give it a 4 because it wasn't as good as the last one. But the art was so good and stuff like that. The battle was Peter Parker and Ben Riley. The battle was pretty good. You know what I mean? It was a nice little old school comic book. That's really like in comic books, battles like this. And yeah, so I'd give it a 3.5 to be honest. Still an excellent book and stuff like that. Like I said, Ed McGuinness. You know what I mean? So what do you grade it?
I'm gonna go with let's go with 3.5.
3.5. Still an excellent book. So far, we've been liking the books. You know what I mean? A lot of silliness in some of it, but well written. The action's good. The drawings have been phenomenal. I think that the drawings were selling it for us even more.
Oh yeah.
Gives a whole 0.5 extra because of it. Yeah. So far, like Dark Web hasn't been terrible. You know what I mean? But it's gonna start getting weird. And I don't know if they stuck the landing, but we'll find out in the next series because we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And we're doing issues, Amazing Spider-Man issue 17 and 18. And then we're going to end it with the Dark Web Dawn. So that's what they call it. I forgot that's what they called it. So it's pretty much the end of the Dark Web series is that issue. So we got 3 more issues. And Saturday, July 8th, 15th. We'll be back 6:30 p.m. Hopefully, I won't get out of work late. And yeah, man, it should be a lot of fun. Um, we had a lot of fun enjoying this.
Yeah.
Inja Station. Inja Benja was in the house earlier. Maria, hi, hun. She joined us.
Hey,
You know what
Maria.
I mean? I've seen ya, my man Phable. One collection down.
Fable.
We were talking about you earlier. You know what I
Station.
mean? Of course, Machine Link was here again.
Hey, Joe.
Station. And then Two Gun, pew pew. Thanks all you guys, brother Joe. We got Kenneth who came up earlier. You know what I mean? All you guys, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I know there's so much stuff to watch, so much stuff to do. It's the weekend. You still came in here and checked it out. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. And if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos. As you guys know, you can see us review this again in a couple of weeks. I gotta put my calendar so I don't miss it. I'm invested now. I know we kind of silly and stuff like that. And like I said, we if you love comic books, it's a comic book, and it's like the action and all that was pretty good. It's well written, like I said. A lot of silliness, but comic books are silliness. And if you can take out some of the little parts out there and just enjoy it, you're able to enjoy this. But like I said, I don't know how the next 3 issues are gonna do on a reread, because it does get kind of funky. But we're gonna go on here in the ride and stuff like that. And of course, like I said earlier, Inja and Sheena is gonna be on the hashtag Blame Phable Show tomorrow on the Instagram. Check it out. One collection down. Live. I can't wait. You girls are amazing. They have their own show coming. They're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait for that, Inja. You and Sheena are amazing. I miss you girls. And that's gonna be we're gonna have a ball on that show. You know what I mean? But guys, it's not over yet. It's almost over. It's almost over. But you guys know that we weren't gonna leave this show after me. We haven't done it in a while, but you know my favorite. I love all this reviewing and stuff, but you guys know what my favorite part.
It's the
You know you gotta have it. You want it. You know what I'm saying? It's that beautiful sight. Show and tell. Here we go. Show and tell up in the house. Tom, I'm gonna go first, if you don't mind. And then Tom's gonna finish it off. So I'm gonna give myself the solo layout. What is up, everyone? Like I said, show and tell is my favorite. Show us the goodies. Heck yeah. I put together some stuff. I've had some of this for a while, but show and tell is not only about the new stuff, it's stuff that you collection throughout the years or stuff like that. So we're doing Spider-Man, so I felt like showing I know we saw the trailer for it, and some people are like, "Oh, it's trash." Some people are like, interesting. I never thought like I was still gonna watch it, but without Spider-Man, I don't know if Kraven the Hunter is gonna work out, but we'll see. But I liked having the pop figure, the Walgreens exclusive. You know what I mean? I remember seeing it in the Walgreens. There was a couple of. There was like the Scarlet Spider, which I don't think I was able to find. I might have found it. Sandman 2 was exclusive there, but I couldn't find those. But what happened?
That's a good Kraven.
Oh yeah. Great Kraven. Kraven the Hunter. You know, a B-list type villain from Spider-Man, but still an excellent villain. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I got for that, for the pop figure, you guys know. And then
story.
What happened?
Kraven's Last good story.
Yes, Kraven's Last Hunt. Great story, man. I haven't read that in years. I want to sit down. Maybe we'll cover it here. You know what I mean? I would love to do that with you. Heck yeah. Once we get caught up with all the issues of the current stuff, maybe we go and cover that. Kraven the Hunter, The Last Hunt. Of course, another movie they were talking about and all that. And like I said, Sony trying to do anything that belongs to them. They do the movie up, but I might have showed this in the past, but the Target exclusive Madam Web, the old school Madam Web from back in the day. You know what I mean? I forgot the issue number of 200, 210 or something like that when she appears. I know I have the comic. And I love the TV show style. I love the TV show Spider-Man. You guys always have me do that. That's my favorite TV show of Spider-Man. But love me some Madam Web. So I got to show you some of that. Keep on keeping on. I have to show you these right here. So we just saw this lady in the comics, and she was in the series, the Dark Web series. She just had a death that might not last long. I heard she's coming back September, but spoilers. But I had to show this Marvel Rising Secret Warriors doll right here. Yes, I had to get it. You know what I mean? I understand it's a doll, stuff like that, but it's Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. I fell in love with Kamala Khan when I got back into comics. G. Willie Wilson wrote her so well that made me fall in love with her. This little cartoon that she was in and stuff like that. And yeah, man. So I had to get this one. I have a series of these up there, but I thought I showed this one. Maybe I showed the other ones one day in a full series of the ones I got.
Is it all girl?
What happened?
Is it all girl characters or?
Most of them, yeah. The only ones that there's one guy. There's two guy characters. I forgot their names. But yeah. But I collect the girl ones because they were cool. I don't think I ever got to get the guys. Maybe I should have just get the whole collection. But too late now. But I got the Spider-Gwen one too. Love me some Spider-Gwen. Everybody knows. My wife loves Spider-Gwen, her favorite. You see, these are all the characters here. Two guys right there. I have the America Chavez. I have the Squirrel Girl. I have the Quake. And I don't have the Captain Marvel, which I need that one. I think I might. Let me see. No, I don't. I have that one, and the two guys are the ones I don't have in the series. I probably should have picked them up. Maybe I still can find them. But the Marvel Rising Spider-Gwen, love it. She's amazing. Love me some Spider-Gwen. And loved her in the movie Across the Spider-Verse. Fantastic. I thought her story was well done. A lot from what you read in the Jason Latour, Robbie Rodriguez comic series was amazing. Show and tell, best feature. Don't tell nobody I said so. Oh, nice. Keep on keeping on. I got a few more things left. Since we were doing symbiotes and stuff like that, I was like, because Venom was in the series, I was like, I was able to collect this entire series, and I can actually build the actual doll. The actual doll. Look at me. The actual figure that's in it. The Build-A-Figure. So I'll show the first. This is the Legend series of Venom. So first I'll show what's Phage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And the Build-A-Figure is a Venom pool. The big dude. Yeah. So yeah, man, why not? I want to go back and read all the stories, but that's the guy you built right there. I'm tempted to open these up and build it. You know what I mean? Very tempted.
That no in the back? No.
No. I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you. So I'll show you him first. You know what I'm saying? Keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? I gotta show you. I don't know if I have this movie yet on Blu-ray because I try to get everything, even though it wasn't great. But I have to pick it up. But they haven't lowered the price yet. I don't know why. You know, maybe they have hope. But Morbius, big part of my childhood with the cartoon and stuff. Morbius, the living vampire. You know what I mean? And of course, it comes with the arms, and you can take the arm out, the hand out, and put this punching hand for the Vampool. So nice little Morbius up in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Keep on keeping on. Oh man, I wish I wish Felicia Hardy. Man, I have her figure somewhere. I'm gonna have to show it. um, let me take a quick sip again. I got a few left, I promise. Don't keep me up too much, but keep on keeping on in this set right here. Of course, I get me the Carnage. You know what I mean? Got the regular head here, and that's the head of the Venom pool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The Venom pool, but a nice figure of Carnage. And it has the Stegman version of it when he drew the little symbol on the top. Ryan Stegman. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The Donny Cates series, Venom series and shit. You know what I mean?
Was
So,
that for Absolute Carnage? Is it what the run that was? Or
yeah, Absolute Carnage. Yeah, pretty much. But I thought this series is pretty cool. I was glad I was able to get them all. Keep on keeping on. I was like trying to see who I want to show next, but I'll show her again. Of course, this is all Venomized. This is Spider-Man Maximum Venom. So I had to get her the Ghost Spider, the the Venomized version of her. You know what I mean? Jason Latour, no, Robbie Rodriguez art on the books. Amazing, man. Look at her. I love it. I don't know what it is, but I love the design of her. And when the figure came out, man, no brainer. I had to get it. A freaking amazing figure, and of course that comes with a big chest of the builder figure. I might open these up and build it. Why not? Like, I have to start opening up some of my figures, you know what I mean, showing the back and stuff like that. But I love it. And last but not least, last for the night, but the Venomized Miles Morales up in here. And it comes with the other arm. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Miles Morales and Absolute Carnage got Venomized and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm very tempted to build that guy in the back. So this is the entire series of this particular one. So I have this one and the original Spider-Verse complete set, which I'm pretty happy about.
Have you seen that yet? The new Spider-Verse movie?
Hell yeah. Fantastic, man. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
It was so good, man. It was so good. Like I want to go see it one more time, like, because I saw the first one a couple of times. And I remember preaching to people, go see the first one. I mean, people probably heard me say this already. The first one was so good on the theater that this one's pretty damn good too. A lot of people say it's the better one. Man, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot. I don't know if I like it better because the first one has such an impact on me. But it could be. It could be. I love how they explain, like I said, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her. Did a great job with her father and all that, the whole thing. Like stuff like that remind me when I read the comics and stuff like that, her whole series, which I have right here. I have the whole Jason Latour, Robert Rodriguez series right here. The original first volume, Spider-Gwen. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
There goes that Venomized Gwen right there. And this is pretty much what happened.
The artwork is amazing.
Oh yeah, fun series to read. Anybody, I always suggest this series. If you can't get the omnibus, that's always right. You could go Marvel Unlimited. They have the whole series in there. Yeah, man. This Spider-Gwen, like 1 through 34. Then they have a couple of other issues there. And Edge of Spider-Verse 2, where she came up, her first appearance and stuff is in there. But man, anytime I get to show that off, I freaking love her. I love her. So I love the series. So that's it for me. You know what I mean? Herm, people are waiting. Fire. But there you go, guys. I hope you like that show and tell. But now it's our guy Tom's turn. I'll give it the solo layout.
Yeah. So
I
I
love
found
the kid Reed Richards from Spider-Gwen universe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real quick, let's I'll just give myself real quick before you do your show and tell. The Spider-Gwen universe, Matt Murdock is the Kingpin. Like, spoilers, and he's the Kingpin. Yeah, he's thinking blind, all that, but he's actually an asshole in the series and stuff like that. Peter Parker is a lizard. In the movie explains it. He ended up losing his life and stuff like that. And fantastic series. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, my man.
Matt, he was waiting for you to open the boxes and show your the box.
Open it. Open it. I got you, Angel. Oh man, I might have to. You just got you and Felicia Hardy behind you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll make it quick. My
Go ahead.
My phone is low on charge, though.
Okay.
Some classic Romita issues of Spidey. Issue 84. Great Kingpin cover.
Oh, nice.
Kingpin Strikes Back.
Fantastic, bro.
And then the next issue after that. Nothing Can Save You.
85. Oh, the classic issues, man.
And the second appearance
Love it.
of the Prowler.
Second appearance of the Prowler. Great cover, man.
Yeah. I believe those are all Romita covers.
Yeah, he was doing the issues at that time. Rest in peace, my man Romita, once again.
Yeah. And I think I might have showed this earlier in the show. John Romita Sr., Marvel Visionaries.
Yes.
So I picked this up, obviously, before he passed on. And
Which I likes Prowler.
and I thought, I really want to find something. I really want to get John Romita's autograph because John Romita is my favorite, artist. And so I was looking at eBay, and I happened to find, his collected works. And there was his signature, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Blame Tom, now. Blame Tom. I'm gonna have to pick this up now. They still got it.
It has some of his the best stories in there, like Spidey and Daredevil.
Oh yeah, that was a good comic to read.
Like some of the Phable, man.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, Steph. Oh hell yeah, that was a great read. I enjoyed those reads. A lot of people like, it didn't grow well, it didn't age well. I didn't, but I still enjoyed it.
Here's an interesting one. Vengeance in Vietnam.
Yeah, political. When they go political in their issues.
But yeah, they even do the whole, gas mask thing. Crazy time. And there's kind of a racy.
Oh, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
The Goblin. Oh man, the famous Gwen Death.
The Goblin.
Jerry Conway took over. I think Romita was still doing that. No, that death. Yeah, that's what they showed. Yeah, Romita was on that for a long time. On Spider-Man. Might be my favorite omnibus that I read of all of my omnibuses I read. It's the Romita run. I really enjoyed it. It was like Peter Parker world was like Meet Archie kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like trying to read Archie and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
you froze.
And then
Uh-oh.
he
There we go.
he lived in Steve Dick has a website. It's called Spidey and Me. The guy, I guess he goes to cons and pretty much tells his of how shows his Spidey collection and talks about Steve Ditko. And so anyway, he was having a sale on Instagram, and supposedly, I guess Cinnamon Toast Crunch had these limited edition cereal boxes with Amazing Fantasy 15
Sweet
on there.
Ah, nice.
And they made, I guess 1962 is when Spidey made his debut, so they made 1,962 of these boxes. This is number 1,951. But the cool thing is on the back, it opens up. It's magnetic, and it kind of has a breakdown of Spidey's origins.
That is amazing. No pun intended.
I was tempted because I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I'm not going to open it.
Oh yeah, it's tempting. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. I try to find me one of those. I couldn't find it. People already like going crazy on eBay with it. Man, I'm glad at least you found it.
And then there's this beast. This thing is heavy. This is the
King in Black, yeah.
King in Black Omnibus. Beautiful.
I haven't gotten that one. Like, I try to get all the Venom omnibuses. It's just they come up with so many now. But man, if I see it one day and it's on sale or something, I might have to pick it up.
Some of the artwork. But yeah, it's basically got all the side run, all the tie-ins and all that stuff.
I enjoyed that run, man. I enjoyed it. That's a big book too.
Yeah.
And a big book.
It is a beast.
That's a thick Omni. Missing Link says. Inja says she likes your Zelda shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Would you stand up and show us your shirt? Like that dude says. There you go.
I don't know if you can see it very well. There we go.
Legend of Zelda.
And then
Can you imagine getting hit with that? No, I cannot. Oh my God, what a concussion. Oh, that's what you got, man. That's what you got. Thank you.
Yeah, I got some of the Funkos from the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, you want to show that or next time?
Next time.
Okay. Keep us in suspense. Real quick, I'm gonna give myself the big Steph was talking about the figures that I have back here. Got the thing, and then you have Black Cat and Spider-Woman showing us their butts over here. Like, kiss their asses. You know what I mean? But yeah. Got me like Jessica Drew.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Jessica Drew. And my homegirl, Felicia Hardy. Which currently Peter Parker's girlfriend right now.
I gotta tell you, man. Black Cat.
Old school figures, man. Love it. And of course, the ever-loving Thing. One of our guy Sam's favorite right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old blue eyes.
Show his booty too. Why not? You know what I mean? When I saw Spider-Verse, Jessica Drew, for whatever reason, she always reminded me of Misty Knight. You know what I mean? Like she got the hair and everything of Misty Knight, but she was Jessica Drew in the movie, and it always threw me off. You know what I mean? And it's across the Spider-Verse. But yeah, my wife put these backwards because they keep falling when they're forward. So now they're just showing us their butts. Like, kiss our ass over there. One hit a quitter. Oh man, I love the Spider Woman figure. Used to have them. Yeah, man. Once I saw them, I had to. I want to go back to Midtown Astoria, Midtown Comics Stories, where they had a few of them, to see if they have any other of those kind of figures. Because the Toy Biz, if I'm not mistaken, the Toy Biz, love the heck out of them. I have some of them in my bedroom, in my toy thing, and I'm gonna have to like bring them out to see so I can do a show or two on them. What you wanted to show us?
Marvel Legends, Venom.
Heck yeah, Venom, Venom, Venom.
I actually picked up.
Whoa, what hit him?
Um,
Thor. Nice. Look like the old school figures like these. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, love this one. Great.
Hell yeah. Gray Hulk, the original Hulk. He was gray first. Then he was green. Captain America.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice Captain America.
Tom
was like, Tom had a hold my beer moment right now. Cyclops. Heck yeah. I like Cyclops. I don't care what other people say. Magneto. Man, those are... Man, Tom, I'm like I saying, this is the Blame Tom show today. Oh my God, the Elektra. The Elektra.
Yeah.
Bring him out, T.I. voice. Bring him out. Yes, Angel loves the Hulk. Yes, those are freaking phenomenal figures, man.
Mm-hmm.
It done very well. I have a few up here. I got the Silver Surfer up here somewhere, unless he fell. I'll find it one day. All right. I know I see Optimus Prime on the tree. That has to be Optimus. It looked like Optimus because I think I have the same one. Right there. Oh man. Two Gun still in the house. Pew pew. Every chance I get to do that. Pew pew. Two Gun. All right, man. I guess that's it, right? So that was show and tell. I hope everybody enjoyed this show. Like I said, if you liked the video, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos to see awesome videos that we do with Mankind, Primetime Time. My next show will be actually our show. We're going to do the show again where we do the last 3 issues of the Dark Web series. You know what I'm saying? And see if we like it on the reread, because it's looking like we did like these on the reread. But the art, Ed McGuinness in the last 2 issues, fantastic Venom, fantastic, like, pretty good, man. Reminds me a little of like Bagley style, mixed in with a little bit of Ryan Stegman style stuff. So very detailed, him smiling and stuff. Very well done. Like anybody, issues 15 and 16 with Venom in it. Ed McGuinness, phenomenal job. Always good. Great show. Thank you. So yes, we're coming back Saturday the 15th, 6:30 p.m. Hopefully have a good day at work where we can do this at 6:30 p.m. And then I'll be back that Tuesday with my man Fargate, the Amazing Collector Edition show. We didn't do one last month. The night we're supposed to do it, my internet went poof. I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like the internet's done. I guess they were working on the internet. It works now. So me and Fargate, the 18th, the Amazing Collector show. I got a couple of new books to show. I left those show and tell for that show. And I started, I know it's late. The movie just came out. Flashpoint. I finally started the omnibus. That's another thick book. You know what I mean? Hopefully by the 18th, I get to read it all. I'm already loving it. I read the first few issues. Loving it already. The Reverse Flash story and all that. I heard about it and everything. So many different versions of the Flashpoint, but this is the actual book of it. So I'm going through it and I'm having a ball. So hopefully I get that review done. Get that book in time for the review on the Amazing Collector show with my man Fargate. Until next time, guys, love you. Have a great weekend. Have a great 4th of July. celebrate America. I understand there's good, bad parts about America. There's also good parts about America. We live here. And I'm still a great, I love America, stuff like that. So my man, Primetime, see you next time, buddy. he's bunting the the screen. Station to you all, and have a great weekend. And of course, tomorrow, Blame Phable show, 3 p.m. Check it out. The Dylan show's happening now. Check that out on the Rewind. Everybody, Chamorro Cinema, you know what I'm saying? Nick Comic Culture. I haven't mentioned him in a while. All the guys. I mean, Missing Link is on a bunch of those shows. He's got one with keep forgetting his name. My bad, Link. But they have a wonderful show which is eluding me right now. But they got issues. There you go. They got issues. They be doing that show too. A pretty good show. Station to you all. Yes, Station. Thanks for joining. You guys know I take forever to end these shows because I just love doing these, and I miss you guys all the time. And till next time, peace out. I don't know why Power Rangers came out of nowhere. This is a Spider-Man show, but I can't help myself. You know what I'm saying?